Hey everyone, this season, don't just watch the games, win them with Pez'sPicks.com. Don't take my word for it. Listen to the man himself.
Thank you, Jeff. This is Pez. After years of giving away our picks on Instagram and beating the house, we've launched Pez's Premium Picks, an exclusive data-based picks based on our algorithm that's hit winners for the last 2 years.
Didn't that algorithm get you over 70% picks right in the NFL last year?
That's right, Jeff. Thank you. No gimmicks, just the pick we believe in. We're using the promo code Lock It Up this week on Pez'sPicks.com. After that, we're asking for a small donation to keep beating the house.
That's right. Use the promo code Lock It Up, all one word, for a free week of access at Pez'sPicks.com. That's Pez'sPicks.com. Check it out today.
Adobe Acrobat Studio, so brand new. Show me all the things PDFs can do. Do your work with ease and speed. PDF Spaces is all you need. Do hours of research in an instant with key insights from an AI assistant. Pick a template with a click. Now your prezzo looks super slick. Close that deal? Yeah, you won. Do that, doing that, did that, done. Now you can do that with Acrobat. Now you can do that with the all-new Acrobat. It's time to do your best work with the all-new Adobe Acrobat Studio.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus has movies. So many movies. The movies you've seen 1,000 times and could watch 1,000 more. Iconic movies your friends can't believe you haven't seen. New movies, classic movies, new takes on classic movies. So whether you're into Top Gun or The Naked Gun, Mean Girls or Mission Impossible, Smurfs or Sonic the Hedgehog, there's a mountain of movies to discover on Paramount Plus. Start streaming today.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Carvana makes car selling fast and easy from start to finish. Enter your license plate or VIN and get a real offer in seconds, down to the penny. If you accept, Carvana will come pick up your car from your driveway. Or you can drop it off at one of our car vending machines. Either way, you get paid instantly. It's fast, transparent, and 100% online. Car selling that saves your time. That's Carvana.
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
Once upon a mundane morning, Barb's day got busy without warning. A realtor in need of an open house sign. No, 50 of them, and designed before 9.
My head hurts.
Any mighty tools to help with this plight? Aha! Barb made her move. She opened Canva and got in the groove.
Bulk creating Canva sheets. Create 50 signs fit for suburban streets.
Done in a click, all complete.
Sweet!
Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at Canva.com.
What's next for our Philadelphia Eagles? Welcome to Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on the Eagles Pinpool Podcast Network. I'm Phil Stiefel. You can find me also hosting Trending in the AM live Monday through Friday on the STT Sports Network. Make sure you check it out. I got it linked below for today. Bring your thoughts and opinions on everything I talk about here over there and anything else happening in Philadelphia sports. I'd greatly appreciate it. Guys, it's Monday morning. I'm recording this on Sunday afternoon, but I figured by this point I'd have proper words prepared to really discuss what's next for the Philadelphia Eagles, to really understand how this Philadelphia Eagles team, despite being 4-2, can turn their season around, because it looks much bleaker than the 4-2 record states. But honestly, at this point, I don't have those answers prepared for you. I don't have those answers for myself prepared. I don't even know if I have an answer to turn things around in the right direction. This Eagles team, they look drained physically and emotionally. They look worn out. They look out of sync. They look a lot of things. Coming off of a big Super Bowl run, obviously the emotions riding high, but they just don't look like they are playing their brand of football. And I don't know if just taking the play calling away from Kevin Patullo or making one big trade for a cornerback or an edge rusher will solve the real issues on this team, which is just a lack of cohesion from the team. They all look disinterested in each other. They all look frustrated on a regular basis. And one big trade or one big change, firing Kevin Patullo, if Mike McDaniels gets fired this week, bringing him in, that's not going to solve the problems. No one's talking about the defense. The defense has been bad. Not Vic Fangio like for 6 weeks this year. They have not been their brand of football on defense either. And we point the finger at Kevin Petullo a lot, and I got maybe an answer to help there. But, I mean, we're obviously missing Isaiah Rodgers, Josh Sweat. We're obviously missing all these guys that we lost on defense, Brandon Graham's leadership. And it's just not working out. Obviously, Drew Makuba's had some ups and downs as a rookie. So has Jahad Campbell. But even I keep thinking back to the Jackson Dart touchdown run and how bad Zach Bond looked on that touchdown run trying to stop him. He could have stopped him dead in tracks. He hesitated. He paused. Jackson Dart juked him out of his shoes. Touchdown. I look at we can crush Keely Ringo all we want. I look at the effort from Adoree Jackson trying to stop Cam Scatterboo on the goal line for a touchdown. That's not Vic Fangio style of football. And maybe the defense is on the physically drained side because the offense has emotionally worn them out. There's that aspect too. The amount of plays this defense is on the field for, it's exhausting. So the trade deadline is November 4th. Howie's never been one to shy away from trades. Howie's in-season trading has not been good over the years. Even this year, bringing in Tank Bigsby a few weeks ago to solve the kick return problem. He's already been benched as the kick returner. You gave away 2 of your draft picks in this upcoming draft. We've only got 8 draft picks left in 2026, 2/3 and 1 pick in every other round. So I don't know if going out and trading for the top cornerback or the top edge rusher is the exact answer to solve their problems. Now, offensively speaking, maybe Scott Loeffler, our quarterback coach, I've talked about it before. Now everybody else seems to be talking about it. I'm going to give you more details on his coaching issue. I've mentioned it before on Trending in the AM. Not sure if I have on Checkdown here yet or not. Scott Loeffler was brought in with extensive play calling and offensive knowledge. Obviously he was the Bowling Green head coach for the last 6 years. But after his time as the quarterback, at Michigan, where he got hurt, he transitioned to coaching. He was literally the one credited with, molding Tom Brady at Michigan into the quarterback he is today. He turned Tim Tebow into an elite quarterback in college. He lives for quarterbacks, or he thrives for quarterbacks that love to live in the film room, a.k.a. Jalen Hurts loves to do that. So maybe Scott Loeffler has to take a bigger role in calling plays and help developing the play calling and the offensive game plans each week. Maybe you give him a half of football. If we come out against Minnesota a little stagnant again, maybe Loeffler takes over. Maybe that's the answer. You don't lose any cohesion on what's going on. You just get somebody with a lot more experience than what Kevin Petullo has. But really, the players have to execute. And, I'm going back. Saquon Barkley said it again after Thursday's game, that everybody keeps talking about the predictability of the offense. And when Lane Johnson talks about it, you listen because Lane Johnson's a future Hall of Famer, but so is Saquon. It's also on execution. And Saquon reminded everybody knew the Eagles were running every play last year, and they still managed to get 2,000 yards rushing out of it and be one of the best offenses in all of football, one of the great offenses of all time in football. So they're predictable, but if it's the right predictable, it can work. Scott Loeffler also loves to build his offense off the run game, something the Eagles should be thriving at. Look, there's a lot of things wrong on the offense and defensive side, and I'm the one, whether you want to replace Adoree Jackson, Keely Ringo, they're probably not going to make a big splash for an edge. They already brought in Zadarius Smith. Nolan Smith's got 2 more weeks on IR, and he'll be back. They'll make the Nolan Smith return their addition to the defensive line, but there's still so much that needs to be fixed that maybe you don't trade those draft picks. Maybe this is the year you go out and you get an Ndamukong Suh or Linville Joseph from a couple of years ago that they paid big dividends that year in getting us to the Super Bowl in 22. Those midseason additions that were free agents. Maybe that's the way they go so that they don't waste that draft capital, because next year in the draft, there's going to be a lot of changes. You're going to need a lot of draft picks. You're going to need more offensive lineup. You're going to need to get the offense younger and cheaper so you can pay the defense. So there's lots going on there. We don't have updates yet on Sunday afternoon on Quinion Mitchell's injury or Jalen Carter, whether he'll be back this week. So we'll pay attention on Monday to that with when Nick Sirianni speaks to the media, and we'll maybe learn about what his opinions is on the Kevin Petullo situation a little bit more on Monday. But as of this point, we haven't seen much else other than that. So, guys, enjoy your Monday. Tune into Trending the AM live at 8 a.m., linked below. Make sure you're following along on the Eagles Checkdown and the Eagles Pimple Podcast Network. Everybody have a let's have this. Let's turn this week around. Let's make this week better than last. Everybody have a great day. Go Birds and Bubble.
This episode is brought to you by CBS. DMV is a brand new workplace comedy turning misery into magic and chaos into comedy. Starring Harriet Dyer and Tim Meadows, DMV is here to serve you laughs. Watch October 13th at 8:30, 7:30 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
You don't technically need this car. You say that out loud to yourself. You say, I have no space. You say, I'm just looking. Then you click. Then you zoom in on photo number 87 and whisper, oh no. Then you text a friend, the one who always enables you. You say to yourself, this is the last one, knowing it is not. You don't need this car. But maybe, just maybe, this car needs you. Bring a trailer. It's never just a car.
¿Hablas español?
Sprichst du Deutsch?
Kann du Norsk?
If you used Babbel, you would. Babbel's conversation-based techniques teaches you useful words and phrases to get you speaking quickly about the things you actually talk about in the real world, with lessons handcrafted by over 200 language experts and voiced by real native speakers. Babbel is like having a private tutor in your pocket. Start speaking with Babbel today. Get up to 55% off your Babbel subscription right now at babbel.com/Spotify. Spelled BABBEL.com/Spotify. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Wherever Bud goes, his harmonica goes with him. It's a pocket full of soul. Now he's living with prostate cancer. He asked his doctor about Xtandi enzalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
What's up?